Hey everybody, I'm Sifu Bodhi. Welcome back to our 30-day Qigong challenge. Now today is day 24 of the challenge and we are going to be looking at Qigong for upper body energetic stimulation. And if you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Now, through the upper body, we have 6 different meridians that run up and down the arms. And we're actually going to be focusing on 4 of those meridians today. And we're going to touch on 2 other meridians that we're going to get to a little bit later. But what we're going to be looking at today is stimulating the movement through those meridians to break any stagnations, if there's any injury or illness to a particular organ, if you have certain symptoms. And once again, if you look over your symptom checklist, remember you got to go to bodhimedicalqigong.com so you can download that free symptom checklist. So if you have something going on in your lung, if you have something going on in your large intestine or your heart, we're going to be looking at certain meridians that travel through the upper body that you're going to be able to stimulate some energetic movement to help the body regulate itself. And we're going to be focusing on visualizing the specific colors that stimulate that meridian as we move through the tissue. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be connecting to our own Qi first, and then we're going to be leading Qi through the meridian while we visualize a specific color that actually helps to tonify and strengthen that organ. But as always, let's start things off with, you know it, a few cleansing breaths. So, knees bent, pelvis tucked under, lift from the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in, visualize gathering white light all around the body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, pulling it down, filling the body, melting all tension down into the ground. In 2. And melt. In 3. And melt. In 4. And melt. And 5. And melt. Now, first off, we want to help promote a little bit of movement. And so we want to break any stagnation, and we can do that very simply by cupping the hand. And we're just going to give a nice light tap over the entire upper body. So getting every piece of tissue. And this, from a Western perspective, helps to move lymph, move white blood cell, even stimulate some osteoblastic bone creation activity. But what we're looking here is what's called waking up the Qi. And we often use this as a warm-up exercise. But just getting that Qi moving a little bit through all the meridians in the upper body. And just taking a couple minutes just to gently cup. So we don't want to slap, which would create stagnation, but we want to cup. Nice, easy stimulation. And this is a really great thing to do at any point in the day, even if you just did no other Qigong, but just give a little tap. Wonderful way to strengthen the body. So we want to wake up some Qi first. Next, we're going to connect to our own Qi so that we have a better conduit to move and influence Qi. So we've done this before. We're going to pull the fingers back and we're going to rub the center of the palm nice and hard together, pressing nice and hard as you rub the palm, and it's going to start to get hot. And yes, we're going to definitely feel that heat, but in a moment, we're going to take the hands and bring them apart just an inch, and we're going to roll the hands. And we're going to try to feel that pressure. Remember, like 2 magnets of the same polarity. So hold just an inch apart, and I just want you to gently roll. Focus your eyes and your mind between the palm of the hand. See if you can feel that pressure, that repulsion, that bounce. Feeling your electromagnetic field, literally, your Wei Qi field, your bioelectricity. Amazing. And once you've done it a few times, you'll be able to feel it really easy, just like a cushion of energy pushing on the other hand. Let's bring it a tiny bit apart. I just want you to wave the fingers gently. I want you to get the fingers into it. See if you can feel the opposite finger. Just gently bounce there for a moment and just spend a moment here just connecting to your chi of the entire hand. See if you can feel that pressure. Now, before we get into the individual meridians, we're going to start just leading chi with our mind through an orbit. So what I want you to do is I want you to extend the arms out in front and see if you can't maintain that connection. Relax your shoulders, knees bent, pelvis tucked, lift from the crown of the head. Try to maintain that connection of the hands. And what I want you to visualize is your right hand. I want you to visualize that ball of chi, that white light little ball that's between your hands that you're visualizing right now. I want you to see it push from your right hand into your left and lead it up your left arm, through your chest, and around to the right, back to the first position here on that right hand. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a breath in and lead it up the left. And as you breathe out, I want you to lead it down the right. This is a simple visualization. So breathe in, lead up the left. Breathe out down the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, see it leading up the left arm, up to the chest. Breathing out, seeing it moving down the right arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Couple more. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Stop it between your hands. Now let's reverse direction. We're going to go up the right. Breathe in. See it go up the right. Breathing out down the left. Breathe in up the right. Breathe out down the left. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Leading up the right, across the chest, down the left. Up the right, across the chest, down the left. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One last time, breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful, cleansing breath. Deep breath in and out. So, now that we've got a connection to moving that energy, the visualization, that intention. Remember, Yi Dao, Qi Dao, where the mind goes, the Qi follows. Let's be specific and move it through certain meridians. So as I said, we're going to focus on the 4 major meridians, organs that run through the arms and the chest. And we're going to be starting with the lung and large intestine. These are paired channels. So the lung channel travels basically from your tummy up into your chest and then travels down the front portion of the outside of the arm to the front portion of the inside of the arm, down to the thumb and first finger, and that's the lung channel. And then it flips over onto the outside, the yang side, and the paired yang organ is the large intestine channel. And that runs up the front portion of the outside of the forearm, outside of the shoulder and arm, up to the neck. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So now we're going to go down the front portion of the outside of the bicep, that's the lung channel, to the front portion of the inside of the forearm, to the thumb and first finger, moving down. Then we flip it over, and we're going to go up the front portion of the outside of the arm, over the bicep, up over the shoulder, and we'll begin again. So this is going to take us through the lung channel on the yin side, and the yang channel, the large intestine channel, on the yang side or the outside. And we're going to be leading white light for these. White light, the element of metal, also corresponds with the beautiful bright white light. So right hand down, we're going to take a breath in, left arm up, and we're going to breathe out, leading white light. Anywhere our hand travels, I want you to see white light traveling down the inside of the forearm, down to the thumb and first finger. As we breathe out, flip the right hand over, and we breathe in up the front portion of the outside of the arm, over the bicep and shoulder. We lift the right arm up, left arm down. We'll do the same thing on the left, breathing out down the lung channel, front portion of the outside of the bicep, shifting to the front portion of the inside of the forearm, down to the thumb and first finger. Then we flip the hand over and we move up the large intestine, front portion of the outside of the arm, up over the bicep and shoulder, where we begin again. Breathing out, white light goes down. Breathing in, white light comes up. Breathing out, white light goes down. Breathing in, white light comes up. Breathing out, white light goes down. Breathing in, white light comes up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. See that beautiful white light. Breathing out down the lung. Breathing in up the large intestine. Breathing out down the lung. Breathing in up the large intestine. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one, each side. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. Left hand comes up, breathing out. Cleansing breath. And out. Beautiful. Now, we're going to move to the other two major organs that run up and down the arms, and that would be on the yin side, on the inside of the arm. So we are at the front portion of the inside arm. Now we're going to go to the rear portion, the pinky side. This is the heart channel. So the heart channel runs all the way down the inside of the elbow, all the way down to the pinky finger. And then when we flip over, the opposite side, outside portion, rear portion of the outside of the arm, is a small intestine channel. So we have large intestine at the thumb and finger, and we have small intestine on the pinky side, and that runs up over the tricep, over the whole shoulder blade, basically up to the face. And then we do the same thing down the inside, the rear portion for the heart, and the outside rear portion for the small intestine, where we begin again. So for this one is beautiful, bright, ruby red light. The more brilliant you can imagine and visualize, the better. So, just like before, we're going to start with the right hand down. Take a breath in. Going down the heart channel, breathing out, leading ruby red light down the rear portion of the inside of the arm, all the way down to the pinky finger, flipping the hand over. Ruby red light comes up the rear portion of the outside of the arm, over the tricep, and reach back over the whole shoulder blade. We carry on down the left, breathing out, ruby red down the rear portion of the inside of the arm and hand, flipping it over, up the small intestine, rear portion of the outside, over that shoulder blade, and we begin again. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, down the heart, breathing in, up the small intestine, over that shoulder, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, rear portion of the inside of the arm, down the heart. Breathing in, rear portion of the outside of the arm, small intestine. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. See that red light traveling down that heart channel as we breathe out. See that red light traveling up the small intestine channel as we breathe in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Let's do one more each side. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. Left hand comes up. Breathing out. Cleansing breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. So now understanding and being mindful of where the meridians run can help us out a lot. So for example, we have pain in the outside of our elbow, tennis elbow. And this is where that, yes, large intestine channel runs. So once again, leading white light up and down through that little circle, that little orbit, down the lung and up the large intestine. Wonderful for tennis elbow. But maybe we have golfer's elbow. We have that medial epicondylitis, inside pain on that inside of the elbow. Well, we know now that that's the heart channel and the small intestine channel. So leading light through that channel. Remember, that's ruby red light. But once again, the more we connect, the more we focus, the more we anchor our intention to our movement, the more we lead Qi. And remember, pain, so achy pain is Qi stagnation. And when Qi doesn't move long enough, blood stagnates, and that's sharp pain. Or it can just be traumatized, and you have Qi and blood stagnation. Yep, then you get that sharp pain. But once again, we can promote the movement with just our intention and our connection alone. So I wanted to just touch on two other meridians that actually run through the arms and legs that we don't typically focus on in Qigong, which is a part of traditional Chinese medicine. But I don't want to get too technical for you, but I just want to touch on it today. So on the inside, the middle portion of the inside of the arm, so remember we went the the front portion, which was lung. We did the rear portion, which is heart. The middle portion is the pericardium, the sac that protects and holds the heart. And this actually falls under the same category, that fire segment, as the heart. So when we do heart, we get stimulation on these. And that's why we don't actually have a specific focus on it. It becomes a bit redundant. But understanding that down the center of the arm is the pericardium, because I do always have people ask. But on the outside of the arm is an interesting meridian. That's why I wanted to touch on it quickly, called the sanjiao. And this is an organ that specifically is only in traditional Chinese medicine, not in Western medicine. And it is an organ without shape. It is actually the relationship of water metabolization, or how water moves through the body and through three different areas, three different jiaos, as they say, three different Cs. And what they look at is the upper C is in the lung, and this is a mist. How the lung likes to be just slightly misty and wet, not too damp. And then the middle C, the stomach, is literally a C, where there's lots of moisture in there. And then the lower C is a swamp. That's where the turbidity moves out. And it's the relationship, the movement of fluid through these three areas in the body that is so important, because once again, blood is 90% water. And metabolization and movement of fluids around the body is what keeps us healthy, because really we are a big bag of water. So the stimulation of movement of qi moves fluid. Right? So as we move this energetic movement through the meridians, we are actually promoting the movement of both energy, but also fluids to nourish the tissues. So that's why I just wanted to touch on that. When we looked at the energetic meridians of the neck and head, yes, that sanjiao meridian actually travels up over the head, similar in nature to where the gallbladder channel runs. There was just no points on the neck, so we didn't cover it in that video 2 days ago. But today I just wanted to touch on that sanjiao, looking at how water moves through the body. So if you feel like there's too much fluid in one area, then we are going to focus on the organs that move fluid, and that mainly is the lung, and that is also the spleen, which we're going to be talking about in a couple days when we look at the lower body meridians. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today. Remember, these are simple tools that you can use. You can just use, that could be your Qigong program for the day. Just some energetic stimulation. You don't have to be doing so much dynamic movement. It could just be this. Doesn't even need this. Mentally, you could just visualize and lead it, because the more you connect, the more you're going to feel. Give it a try. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, share this video with your friends, your family, anybody who could use a little bit of energetic stimulation. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.